So that was the very first thing I did when I got here. It's a big relief, that our baby will be in a safe environment. The team has really come together to do something powerful for the community. We've got people tell us they don't know how. American Standard is there with products you can count on to work and new ideas that make life work better. After 150 years.
Hello, everybody. It's 5 o'clock. I guess it's now 5:01. So we're going to go ahead and get started. If you guys would go put any reminders in team groups, chats, anything you may need to do to remind people that we have Power Hour. And then we will get started. So that's your first assignment, send out any reminders. Second assignment is to, I don't know, take a screenshot, take a selfie of us on Power Hour and post it on your wall and say like getting a little bit of work done on my, Monday afternoon, and post it on your page. So number one, send out reminders. Number two, do like a selfie or a screenshot or something and say that you are getting some work done. So that's your first two assignments for today. Okay. Is that your dinner?
You bought this stuff with the purpose of making you fail. Nothing you bought this shredded wheats. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for buying shredded wheat.
Mm-hmm.
Forget the frosting on it, just shredded wheat.
Is it not frosted?
No.
Are you lying? Okay, so those are the first two things I have for you for today. As you get done with that, if you would just say done in the chat so that I know that I'm not getting ahead of anybody. Nobody gets lost. It helps me keep track of what we're doing and where everybody's at. So So if you're getting done with that, what I'm gonna have you guys do also is pop over to your inbox and just make sure that you're caught up on messages. I know, like, I spent the afternoon out. I did a walk and did some folding, some laundry. So I know I have some catching up on to make sure that my messages are caught up on. So just pop over to your messages and see if there's anything you need to catch up on. If you guys don't know this, and I think I can screen share, if you're on a computer, let me see if I can screen share this just to show you guys, because some of you may not know this and it may be helpful. Hang on, let me flip this back to, I have a lot to catch up on, so don't judge me. Hang on. Okay, can you guys see that? Can somebody tell me, like, yes, they can see it? Do you see this? Why is the chat not coming up for me? I'm assuming you can. But if you go up to this little gear right here, and you're like, if you're on a computer and you go down to unread, it's gonna pop up everything that you need to read in here, which is so handy if you have catching up to do. So super, super duper awesome for those that are like just needing to have everything all in one place. And then you can go back to the gear and hit all chats, and then it's all there. So I don't know, did anybody not know that? Just so that I know that was helpful. Yeah, there's people that did not know that. So hopefully that's helpful. You can also do the same thing if you are on a, why is it not letting me stop this? Oh, there, stop share. That you can do that if you are on a phone and you have a program or an app that lets you switch over into desktop mode. So if you're just kind of wanting, I do this sometimes when I'm out and about, because I know some phones are really good about showing you your unread messages in one area. Some of them are not. Mine, it just depends on what it feels like doing that day. But if you have an app that'll let you flip over into mobile, then you can hit that gear, go down to unread, and then you can see who you're needing to respond to. And then I'll just go back into my app and just type their name in, and boom, 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 just get my responses out. And so anyway, that's a little tip on keeping up with those unread messages if you are needing to go back and how to find them really quickly and easily. Hopefully that helps somebody. So anyway, check your messages. I'm going to take about 4 minutes and answer these messages I need to answer, and let you guys answer your messages. As you get done, please tell me you're done answering messages so that I know that you're finished. Okay, I see some people saying done. I got mine done too. Well, except for that one, but I'll get to that. Awesome. Hopefully that gave you a second to catch up because I know I needed to. The next thing that I want you guys to do, and this is going to be a little different than stuff we've done before, but we're going to go into your messenger where you just were. If you flipped it over to unread, make sure you go to all chats. And I want you to look back at a few of the people that you have been kind of prospecting or chatting with pretty consistently that you are wanting to help get started. And I want you to go back to that conversation with them and then switch over to their profile. And if you're on a computer, you can do that by clicking on their name and then over on the right hand side where it shows their picture and their name. If you hover over their name, it's actually a clickable link and you can click their name and flip over to their profile. And what I want you guys to do is find some people whose friends list is not private, where when you click friends, you can see who their friends are. And I want you to scroll down through and friend request a couple of people and then go back, find another prospect, and then friend request a couple of their friends. Obviously, do not do this for people that are existing associates because their friends are probably going to be their prospects or their existing associates. You don't want that drama in your life. We're talking about just straight up prospects. Maybe they're even people that you know in real life. And the point of that is that every single one of those people that, first of all, they're going to see that you have a mutual friend in common. And they're going to go, oh, I maybe know this person or whatever. They're going to check out your profile and they're going to see all the cool stuff you're posting and how interesting you are and all this stuff. And they're going to add you. And so every single one of those people that add you is a new potential prospect for you. They're now going to be introduced to your stories, to your timeline, to the interesting things that you're posting, to the things that you're posting that are educational or helpful or inspirational or whatever you have going on your page. So we're going to do about 5 of those, five prospects, send a couple of friend requests to some people on their friends list. That could be 5 to 10 new friends on your list that are not going to be exposed to what you're doing. So if anybody needs some clarification, I can probably screen share and show you. I'm obviously talking about specifically on a computer because that's what I'm working on right now, but I could probably also cover how to flip over to their friends list on a phone. And some of them, you're not going to be able to see their friends list because they have their friends list hidden, but a lot of people do not. So like I just picked one and popped over and sent a couple of friend requests out, and now I'm going to go back and pick somebody else. So do, like I said, do about like 5 of those people. And the point of this is, number one, obviously, to get new eyes on what it is that you're doing, because you should always be posting about what it is that you're doing. And I don't mean like a True Vision infomercial spam, I love what I do sort of thing, but there's other ways of doing it. And we've talked about it a million times, but I don't think it can be talked about enough. Everything that you do in this business is the potential to inspire others, to excite others, to intrigue others, and to get them to join you. So it doesn't have to be things like, look at this special we're doing, look at these cool deals, whatever. It doesn't have to be infomercial like that. It's like, I went out on a walk today. I'm out walking. I went to the gym with my husband. I'm taking my I'm so thankful for these 2 products that gave me energy to get through the afternoon. One of my girls just messaged me and said that she had a goal for every week of pay this week, every Monday payday, she wanted her pay to increase. And she messaged me and said that it has so far each time that she's been paid this month doubled. That's incredible. That's something that people want to hear about. And I told her that is something you need to share. So it can be stuff like that. It can be thanks, you know, True Vision just helped me pay for my groceries, or don't say True Vision. My business just helped me pay for my groceries, or whatever it is. But you know, we should be constantly exposing people to what it is that we're doing, and like a full immersion into our lives. And the way that we get people interested is by finding new eyes to get on what it is that we're doing. So it does that, number one. But number two, it sort of solidifies, you know, somebody that they know, you've been talking to them, and maybe all that the prospects you're already dealing with, maybe all they need is for their friend Becky to say, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but I want in, and they join you. And then you can go back to your prospect and be like, hey, Melissa, listen, I know you've been wanting to get started. Becky just got started. Maybe you guys could partner up and do this weight loss thing together, and share your journeys. And you have a buddy, and maybe that is all that Melissa needs to get started, is to know that Becky started, and now she has somebody that's on the product and she doesn't want to miss out, or she doesn't, and now she has somebody that she doesn't have to do this alone with, if that makes sense. So start thinking that way in terms of these new people that you're getting eyes on what you're doing. So anyway, about 5 people, send out a couple of friend requests, and then let me know when you're done. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute while I do the same. Yay, 3 accepted already. See, now you have 3 new eyes on your page and on your stories, on what it is you're doing, and that's really exciting. So yay. Okay, what was I doing here? Andy, we are going to your messenger and finding some people that you've been prospecting, talking to, chatting with, and clicking over to their profile and clicking onto their friends list, looking for people specifically who have their friends list open, and friend requesting a couple of their friends to have some new eyes on what you're doing, and then clicking back over, grabbing another prospect, same thing. We're doing about 5 of those, sending a couple of friend requests out a piece. That's all that we're doing right now. And then for those of you that are getting finished with that, if you wouldn't mind, drop in the comments for me a package that you're really pushing right now, that's really hot for you, that you're really getting a lot of results with. I'm just curious to see, like, what people are doing and what's working for you. So if you don't mind, I'd love to hear what you guys are working on, what packages you're primarily having a lot of. It's real hot for you right now, I guess. It just got me thinking because I have a guy that I've been talking to for a really long time, and he was like, he's really like wanting to get started, and he was like, what do you got going on? And I told him about the free pumpkin spice right now if you just get the combo. I'm like, I don't know what you're wanting, but this is an option we have right now. Anyway, he was like, I want it all. He's like, I want the shakes, I want some protein bars, I want it all. So I'm like back here playing around with some packages to build out for him. And it got me thinking, I wonder what everybody is loving right now. Okay, let me see here. Some answers. Patch up, match up. Yeah, that's a good one. I really love that one. I just started pushing that myself a lot because I think the patches help with such a wide variety of things. That's a good one. Combo, vibrant, heart and hydration. That's a lot of PV. Good for you. That's awesome. Patch up, match up, and belly blaster. Patch up, match up, Valerie, is the combo and the vibrant patches. Shaker trial and patch up, match up. Free protein cake. It is getting a lot of attention. It's so funny. Like that just goes to show you guys, like if you ever have product on hand like that where you buy like a 5 or 10 pack of something and you're like, I'm really needing to hit my numbers or whatever, give one of those away for free on your own, even if corporate isn't running something, because I think those cakes cost us $2.95. And if that means that you're getting a $15 bonus off of that enrollment and a number towards your rank advancement, it's worth the $2.95 or whatever it is, all day, every day, and then some. So that just goes to show you guys don't have to give away like huge amounts of things or whatever to get people's attention. So I totally agree. The free cake with the combo is getting a lot of attention. Been talking to everyone about the belly blaster. Drink mixes are helping with my water intake. I'm doing what I call the mini belly blaster, is the combo, balance, and renew. That's awesome. That's interesting. Shaker, combo, and trial. I'm pushing CBD, trial, and converting to patch up, match up. It's awesome. Awesome. I love it. Combo, MSM, and multivitamin. That's a new one. I love that though, because obviously you get your weight loss. MSM is one of my absolute favorite products, hands down. I get it. I take it every single day. I get it every month. And then the multivitamin is another one that I get every month too. So that's our good ones. Cool. I just wanted to see what you guys were pushing. And while we wait for some people to finish up with friend requests, if you don't mind, something I also like to do, because I haven't got to do a power hour in a couple of weeks, but something I always like to do is to do like a celebration. So if you guys don't mind, another thing I want you to do is drop in the comments something that you can celebrate this week. That can be a business win, a personal win, a weight loss win, I overcame this fear win, I did my 10K for the first time ever. I don't care what it is. I want to know what your wins are. And so we take a second to celebrate those. So we'll take like 5 minutes, drop it in the comments, something that you're really proud of yourself for, something that you achieved or accomplished, because I want to be able to celebrate with you guys. So share, share, share. Something that I am celebrating this week is my old trainer got a new job, and so I had stopped going to see a personal trainer, and I was not loving myself for getting out of that routine, and I got a new one, and she got me like my macros all laid out, my workouts all laid out, and I have had really great, like the last 4 days of workouts and food, and I'm feeling like really good. So that's my win. Received my jacket from 10K Pledge. That's amazing. I love that. I see those people wearing those around all the time. I know they love them. So congrats. Reached my first goal of being under 200. I saw that. Wonderland, Shannon. Congratulations. That's so exciting. Got a lot of interest in the calm gummies. Yeah, those are awesome. I know because I give one to my children almost every day. Ran a 5K for kids with cancer, and we raised enough to fulfill a wish for 2 kids. That's so cool. You're just so cool, Maury. You just do some cool things. What else? What else are we celebrating this week? Got my biggest paycheck this week. I love hearing that. Stetson ate his first thing of baby food without crying. Oh, I love it. Payday, obviously, yes. Payday is always something to celebrate. And listen, guys, that is something you guys should 100% be posting about. I don't care if your paycheck was $7.75. Post about it. I got a Monday paycheck today. It makes me love Mondays. Like, these are the types of things that when I say like full immersion into what it is that we're doing, it's that sort of stuff, because everybody else on the planet, even if you are still working a full-time job, you may hate Mondays, but everybody else on the planet hates Mondays. But if we're celebrating every single Monday, it's going to grab people's attention. Really excited that I have been learning a lot about nutrition and macros. So once I reach my goal, I won't gain the weight back. I'm learning how to eat. I even did a couple of lives. I was scared to death. Well, that's awesome. Good for you, Melanie. Macros are something that, you know, I've been doing this now 4.5 years, and I have learned so much about weight loss and health and nutrition and all those different things over the course of the last 4.5 years. And it's fun. Like, I enjoy learning in all aspects. That's why I always have an earbud in my ear, and I'm always listening to a podcast or a training, or I want to know all the things. And so I've learned a lot, but macros are new to me. I've done a lot of low carb. I've done keto, and that's kind of where I've kept my dieting style, if you will, for the last at least 3 years. That's where I've been. I guess a little bit longer than that. But so the whole concept, and I told my trainer this when she handed me my macros, it was like, I don't remember I don't have them memorized, but it's like 130 grams of protein, which is a lot of protein. And it was like 100 and some grams of carbs. And when that came back, I was like, how many carbs? Because that's like a totally different ball game than what I was eating. And so I'm like, this is going to take a lot of work. Like, this is going to take some serious mental, like, I don't know. It's just so different than what I'm used to eat carbs like that. And so I'm very, very excited. But it does give me a little bit of anxiety. So I feel you, Melanie. Good for you, though, for getting on there live and talking about it. I think that's awesome. I may go watch that because I have things to learn myself. Daughter has epilepsy and was having seizures every week. Hasn't had one for 3 weeks. That's awesome. That's amazing. I can't imagine what that must be like whenever you're a parent and your child has epilepsy. That must be just terrifying. So that's exciting. Okay, let me check my list and see what other things I have on for us to do tonight, because I don't want to just take up all your time chitter chattering, but I did want to take a second and celebrate whatever it is that you guys are celebrating. So congrats to everybody that had something to celebrate this week. What's wrong? Oh. Okay. What are you doing? Okay. Actually bought some healthy stuff from the store. Got some good ideas in group chat that I'm probably gonna buy. Very focused on my true journey. That's awesome. What was what number? I have no idea what that means. I'm like, what does daily win mean? Oh, yeah, Marina, in our team group, it's hashtag daily win. I haven't posted it yet, but you can post it and then I'll still get an entry because I'm waiting on my template to come back. But it's daily, hashtag daily win. Okay, I lost my spot on what we were doing. Oh, I know. So most of us are working. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Killed my first big buck. That's awesome. We were on our way to the gym today and we saw an enormous buck literally just like walking in the ditch, like along the highway today. And I was like, some like hillbilly here in Indiana is going to like be hanging out their window. I mean, I can just sense it. Like I can see it happening because it was a huge buck. So that's kind of funny, but I just wondered what ended up happening to him because of that. But anyway, so most of us are working in some sort of customer group. Obviously, we're different teams, so we're working in different customer groups. But most of us have a customer group of some sort. And I want you guys to go to that group and find 10 posts that are like customers or associates that are sharing some before and after, something they need help being cheered on for, whatever it may be, and go post on 10 people's before and afters, questions, whatever it may be, and give some love and support to them, and do a little bit more than congratulations. Say, 5 words or more, I'd say, wow, girl, you look so incredible. You must feel much better. Really like give some love and some appreciation to the people that are posting because it's really scary. I mean, I can remember when I first started selling, it was when we started the group page that we're in now, it was so scary because it was like all these people that we knew, and just to post those vulnerable things are really scary. And so obviously those customers posts help us to do our jobs because they're sharing their real results and it's not us having to do it. And it helps. I can't tell you guys how much it helps to have a customer actually post something for you in a group like that. And so give them the love and appreciation that they need, especially if they're struggling, especially if it's a question. The more feedback they get, the more positive feedback they get, the better in all situations. So 10 posts, take a second and comment, and then let me know when you're finished. Yep, whatever the group is that you're working with, so if it's VIP, do it in there. Whatever, there's different teams on here, so whatever group it is that you work in. With the one that you do this in. When you're done, let me know. Yay. That's exciting. And then obviously, you know, you can wait a little while and go send out a few more of those friend requests, and then get some more eyes on there on what it is that you're doing. Obviously, that means that you have to be showing. So hopefully all of you guys are sharing your weight loss journey, sharing your lifestyle, sharing your excitement about everything that's going on with your business. And then people know they want to keep coming back to see that. And then I did have one of my downline members come to me today, and she had somebody, I think she may be on here, but I'm not gonna say her name. She had somebody come to her and say, I have to unfriend you. I don't know what it said, something about I can't like watch what it is you're doing, and she didn't know what to do. And if ever you guys have that or encounter that, or that's something that holds you back, the one thing that I want you to understand is that, number one, you don't need those people on your friends list anyway. They're just taking up space. They're just going to spew negativity. They're going to cause you to have that pause in when you go to post something, that little voice in the back of your head that goes, I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? Whatever it is that holds people back, it's the type of people that think you're too much, or you're doing too much, or they don't like this or they don't like that. That's the voice that you're hearing. And so first of all, you don't need those people on your timeline. And secondly, as far as like responses go, there doesn't have to be one. Thanks. Have a great day. Hope you're doing well. Goodbye. You know, bye-bye. See you later. Moving on. Even if it is like a family member or something, if they're going to cause you to think smaller, to be smaller, to post things that are going to help you grow and help your business grow and for you to become the best version of yourself, if they can't handle what that looks like, then they can still be your friend and your family member in real life, but they don't have to be a part of what it is that you're doing here. And so, you know, that's a hard concept to grasp and to swallow, and that sometimes when people are negative, we don't know what to say. The best response is no response. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Have a great day. Goodbye. You know, it doesn't have to be a thing. So yeah, no drama here. No arguing. You don't have to be hateful with them, even if they were hateful with you. It's, you know, just be the change, you know, be the better person, and keep doing what you're doing, because the reason they feel uncomfortable with it, the reason that they don't like it, is it's something going on with them. It's not you. 100% of the time, it's that they're feeling guilty that they didn't go out and walk that day, or they're not doing anything to help themselves, or that they whatever it is, it's a them problem 100% of the time. And so keep that in mind when dealing with people. I just wanted to mention that, because I'm sure that there is somebody on here that when they go to post something, there's something that tells them, I don't know, is this the right thing? And it's the people that have that negativity around whatever it is that you're doing that makes you feel that way. So if they don't want to be there, they don't need to be there. kind of a lot of people shy away from me. They just, that's right. Make room for my new friends. That's right. Facebook limits the amount of friends I'm allowed to have. So I want all 5,000 of those people to be people that want to know what I'm doing, that are interested in what I'm doing, that are excited about what I'm doing, that are inspired by what I'm doing. Otherwise, goodbye. They made me feel guilty. Goodbye. Exactly. Nobody gets to make you feel guilty. Chastity. It's like hard to say. You have a lot of letters in your name between your first and your last. I love it. Chas is good. Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys are getting done with that last one. The last thing I'm going to do, and then I have to wrap up because my oldest son will be here and it will be mass chaos on him and his dad come in here because the dogs will start barking. It'll be a hot mess. So I'm going to wrap it up a little early. But the last thing I wanted to do is talk very, very quickly about stories. If you guys are on my team, you know that we're doing this Blitz challenge with stories. Number one, it has been incredible. Number two, if you are not posting on your stories, you are missing out. I'm here to tell you, you are missing out. And I know it's something that is really uncomfortable for people because they're used to like, I don't want to spam on my page, or I don't want to talk too much about this or that. But I'm here to tell you, like, that is what stories are for. They're called stories for a reason, and Facebook wants you to use them. And they want you to use them to tell a story. So when you're posting stories, it should look like a story, like you're flipping through a book, just like you flip through the stories with your finger, and you can slide to skip somebody's story. Like, it should be like flipping through a story. And if you are not utilizing that tool, you are missing out on so many prospects. There are people that are watching you that you probably don't even know are watching you if you're not posting on stories or checking your viewers. So those of you that are posting on stories, like I said, it should look like a story that you're flipping through. It should tell a story. It should create a narrative for people and help them get to know you, get to know what your products do a little bit better. If you want to post about your products, about what they do, your journey, that is the place to do it, because it's like flipping through and looking at your whole journey. You know, I posted a story a couple of days ago that was like, hi, I'm Allie. I'm a 27-year-old mom of 4. I live in a small town, blah, 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 blah. And it was like, when you click through, it was like a story of how I went from broke to a 6-figure income with my products, lost 50 pounds, love the way I feel. It was like a whole story. It should look like that. And then secondly, you need to be checking those viewers and making contact with them. So Julie, when you, I do everything with stories on my phone because it's easier. It just is. But when you go to your stories, and I forgot to post my story for today for the Blitz challenge, so shame on me. But I will get that posted. But what you want to do is, and if my service will load, I'll show you. Click to view your own story. And then in the bottom left-hand corner, at least on iPhone, I don't even have I don't know where my Android phone is, but I would pull it up and show you. I'm assuming it's this similar. In the bottom left-hand corner, there's like a little eyeglass or a little eyeball, and it says a number, and that's how many viewers you have. And you can either click on it there or swipe up, and it'll tell you exactly who's viewing. So those of you that have posted a story today, pull up your story, even if it was non-True Vision related. The people that are viewing your story is your audience. Those are the people that are looking at what you're doing every single day. Those are the people we want to engage with. So pull up your story, swipe up or click to view who is looking. And then I want you to scroll down through the list, find anybody that is, it's bottom left on Android as well, thank you. Anybody that's on there that is not an existing associate, a True Vision coworker, teammate, whatever, anybody that's on there that is not related to True Vision anyway already. Those are your prospects. Everybody on there. Every single person on that list is a prospect. And so I want you to click on their names, go to their profile, and follow the formula that's like, comment. So find something to like, something else to like, and then something that you can comment on their page. It sounds silly, but my girls that did it yesterday and today, or 2 days ago and yesterday, whatever day it was, will tell you it works. It's an algorithm thing. It wants to see that you guys are, she's looking at your story. You're then engaging with her. It just helps them to see your stuff more, including your story, including whatever it is that you're posting. It works, I promise. And then the other thing it does is, let's say you were chatting with them and they got distracted. And like I used this example yesterday, I have like 47 children, or it feels that way sometimes because they're all so little, and sometimes something happens and I'm right in the middle of something. I'm answering somebody's question, or I'm dealing with a situation or whatever it is, and like a kid sets a cat on fire or something, like not really, but something happens, and I put the phone down and I walk away, and by the time I come back, whatever it was that I was doing is totally out of my mind. And it happens. And a lot of the times we get in our head that is the customer, they're not interested. Oh my goodness, they stopped responding to me because they're not interested. And it may not be that at all. It may just be that they're like me and their household is in crazy, insane mess all the time. So putting that in your head is just something you have in your head and not something that's the reality. So maybe all they need to see is you comment on their post, and then they're like, oh crap, I needed to message Allie. We were in the middle of a conversation and I totally blanked on it. Okay, it happens all the time. So follow that formula, use that list as your list of, these are the people that are already viewing my slideshow of what I'm doing, and this is my audience, and go engage with them. So formulas like something, comment on something, and just go down through that list. So that's sort of your homework for tonight. Find your stories, go down through that list, see who is already looking at what you're doing, and then start utilizing those stories. And that's what I have for you guys tonight. So I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early. Thank you guys for joining and listening and participating. Hopefully I have given you something of value this evening. But as always, thank you for spending the last 50 minutes with us. I love you guys. You guys keep Power Hour going. It makes my heart happy. And I love hanging out with you guys and getting some work done. So have a wonderful evening. The next Power Hour is tomorrow. I don't have the schedule memorized though, so give me 1 second. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. with Kaylee. So if you're available at 10 a.m. or you can tune in or sneak at work or whatever you need to do, do it and listen to Kaylee at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. It will be worth it. I'll send out reminders when it's time. Love you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you later.